So what do you say when someone asks, so how much does this cost? You could just tell them a number. You could say it's 600, it's 400, it's 300, or this is what I spend every month. It's not very effective. They have no context in which to appreciate that level of investment yet. You could also say, well, it's a redirective spend, and you can earn cash rewards for referrals. You could say those things, and you have some level of success with that. What I found is best though is to ask a question, because when you ask a question, it allows the person to reflect on it, internalize it, and learn it for themselves, and they'll appreciate it better that way. So I like to ask, or first of all, I like to say, you know what, it depends. There's many different options for different budgets, and we can go through some of those things. I have a great video that'll explain that for you. But let me ask you a question first. I'll say, did you eat and drink and snack and restaurant and supplement on things yesterday? And they'll say yes. Say the same thing today? Yes. And you're going to do that again tomorrow? Yes. Already, I've created that context for them, and they're appreciating that. Wow, okay, I'm already spending on these other things, and so they're seeing that this is going to be somewhat of a redirective spend. So then I have an opportunity to educate. So I say, you know what I've found is that before Isogenics, we were spending X amount on food, and or I could say we were spending just as much on food then as we are now with this redirective spend, or maybe we're saving money. I can share my story. I can say, so what I find is that when we invest more in Isogenics, we spend less on food and snacks and drinks and restaurant and supplements from other things. And when we spend less on Isogenics, we spend more on those other things. So either way, it's going to be about a wash. What I found is that if I spend more with the Isogenics and less on those other things, I feel amazing and I get the health results that I'm looking for. And so I can't imagine going back to spending everything on the other sources and nothing on Isogenics and feel the way I used to feel. I would never do that. Right? So now we show them I'm just like you. And the next question I like to ask is, would it be worth what you're already spending on those other things to redirect a portion of that to Isogenics? Usually they'll say that makes a lot of sense, yeah. And if not, they might say, well, I don't know, I need more information, and that's fine too. We can continue to educate and build value for them until they're ready. But what you don't want to do is send them that pack options video as soon as they ask, what does it cost? If you haven't done those other steps yet with them, okay? The other thing I always make sure to do, without exception, even if they're just a customer-focused person entirely, is I always will explain about the cash rewards for referral system. And that's how I say it. I don't say, well, would you be interested in the home business or making some money with this or selling, or do not say those things with a customer-focused person, okay? What we want to do is say, Isogenics has an amazing cash rewards for referral system. And it's something that I've been able to do and help people with, and I love helping people. It feels so good to help somebody else, and we get rewarded in cash for that. It's amazing. See, so who are two people you know who could do this with you? Because even with just two people, you're going to get 60% of your initial investment back in cash from Isogenics. If you have more people, even better. But that could happen now, it could happen later. But think of two people you know who might do this with you. Do you have two people in mind? So we ask them that question, get them thinking, and even if they're not ready to do that right now, they can't get that out of their mind. It's been implanted in their mind to think about people, and they'll be thinking about throughout their day. They'll be thinking about when they lay down at night to go to sleep, and they will have referrals for you most likely at some point. And if they're like, well, I don't want to do that now, I say that's totally fine. But here's what's going to happen. You're going to have some obvious changes with this. You're going to love it. And naturally, people are going to be asking what you're doing. And when that happens, I would just encourage you to share. Share your story. Even if it's only been a few days or a week or 2 weeks, share your story. And just be real and authentic with them about what you're doing. And if they have a level of interest, they want to know more, then I'll show you what we do from there. Okay, usually we're going to get them, make sure we're friended on Facebook, get them into our health group, and start getting the education process rolling for them. Okay, we can cross that bridge when we get there though. So I explain all those things to people before they've even seen the cost in almost every case. So you guys start implementing these things and see how it works for you. It's so much more fun to do it this way. It's so much more relatable. It's authentic. It's non-salesy. And you're gonna have a lot better success by doing it this way. So let me know how it goes.